The man said he liked to watch the body, you know, when it's sleeping, the movements, the breathing, and all that, because he's so used to dead bodies and he's so used to being the cause of people's death. And bro, that shit creeped me the fuck out, bro. When I say creep me out, immediately chills went all over my body, immediately. So I was thinking in my head, how should I respond to this situation? Should I respond with aggression? Because like I say, physically looking at him, even though I know you can't judge a book by its cover, I did. I sized him up. I said, I'm more than sure I could tear his little ass up. I just was looking at him, but I damn near didn't know what to say. And the officer made it to our door. They stuck the first tray through the door. He pulled it out. He said, pancakes and sausage. Damn, I knew they was gonna bless us with this. I knew they was gonna bless us with this. And he handed me the tray, and then he grabbed his tray. And he sat down on the toilet. I sat right there still. I had sat up already. I'm on the top bunk. I'm just sitting there. And I looked down at the tray to this nigga tearing up his pancakes like it ain't nothing. This nigga over there singing doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-boo-boo-boo, like he happy and shit about the pancakes and sausages. Nigga, I'm nervous than a motherfucker because this shit done got a little creepy. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my tray, nigga, I ain't even hungry no more. And this a good tray, you know what I'm saying? So I go to just nibbling on the eating. I'm just thinking in my head, like, do I want to pull a stunt to get moved out this room? Do I want to pull a stunt to get his monkey ass moved out my room? Do I just want to jump down and dive off in this shit? Like, it just was so many different things going through my mind at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do in a situation like this? And I know it's a lot of people, oh, I would have jumped up. I would have DDT'd that fuck nigga. I would have doubled down and hit his ass with the flying spider kick. Y'all wouldn't have did shit. You don't know what you would do in a situation until you placed in that motherfucker. Damn, I feel like I sounded like gallant a little bit when I said motherfucker. No, this is not a funny moment, but listen. So I'm just looking back and forth from my tray to the nigga, and it's a thick ass tray. It's a big, thick brown tray like that. Like that. You could clock a nigga ass with this, and they usually don't give you these. And I was like, bro, are you okay? And he looked up, he was like, who, me? I said, yeah. He said, man, hell yeah, I'm happy as hell, man. We got pancake and sausage. As if nothing just happened. So I'm quiet. I just started eating my food. I'm just really analyzing this shit. Because at the end of the day, bro, if you make a rash decision, I don't know if this man got candy bar in here. I didn't have a candy bar. They eventually brought my property. But of course, it wasn't in there. So it's just like, I'm just trying to do this the right way. Go about this the smart way. You know what I'm saying? The man talking about, you think it's gonna be hot out there today? Or you think it's gonna be smooth? We could open up the window, get a good little breeze in. So I'm like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he could tell by the way I was responding versus how I was responding to him all day yesterday. And he was like, hey, CB, listen, bro. You don't have to have no certain type of feeling or nothing, you know, about that little situation, bro. It's just something that I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, I couldn't even fucking control myself, bro. I jumped off the bed. And he was still sitting on the toilet. He just looked up at me. He didn't budge. Actually, the nigga was still breaking pieces of the pancake, eating pieces of the pancake while he was looking at me. I said, hey, listen here, Marcus. I'm going to tell you like this, folks. I don't want no smoke with you. I don't want no issues with you. But, bro, that talking about watching me in my sleep shit, bro, being up all night, you need to take your ass a nap. You don't need to be staring at no niggas. I understand you probably done been through some stuff in your life. And, you know, it causes you to think and act however you do. I say, but, bro, me, I'm just not the person. I would highly appreciate that if you don't do that, bro, because me and you, we'll have some issues behind that, bro. I'm not going to be able to deal with no shit like knowing when I go to sleep, my roommate is staring at me, watching me, bro. That shit make me feel like I can't even go to sleep around you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, bro. You can't be doing shit like that, bro. He broke a piece of the sausage. He chewed it. Nigga reached over to the sink with one hand, pressed the button with his thumb, let some water get into the palm of his hand. sip the water, and gonna look back at me and say, I respect it. I respect the CBL. I respect you, bro. You're a respectable person. I see a leader in you, bro. You a respectable person, bro. You ain't gonna bite your tongue. You ain't scared to show your aggression, whatever. I see a leader in you. That shit makes me even more paranoid because I feel like whenever you slightly turn up on somebody and they immediately respond to it with calmness in that scenario, not in any scenario, but in that scenario specifically, it just makes me a little paranoid. Like, this your way of trying to pacify me so I could let my guard down and then you try some shit. So I had already made it up in my head. I said, bruh, if this nigga try anything, this nigga try to do anything to me or anything like that, I'm gonna, to the best of my ability, beat the dog shit out this man in his room. That's what I'm gonna, that's just how it's gonna have to be. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I made that up in my mind. That was a declaration. That bitch was stamped and sealed. So as the day go by, what I go to doing, because now I'm not comfortable going to sleep around this nigga. I'm laying down and I'm trying to catch little cat naps all throughout the day. He's sitting on his bed for most of the time. Then he'll get up. He might go look out the door for a minute. He might go to the back window, put his face at the window, just like looking at the birds and shit that be out there. So when I hear him get up or whatever, I open my eyes or act like I'm doing something, might be looking at a book. And then when he sit his ass still for a while, I be trying to take little naps so I won't be sleepy tonight when that damn light go off. And then a couple times throughout the day where he'll be on the bed for a while, I'll fuck around and act like I'm just leaning over, like I'm trying to stretch my back and pop my back, but I'm really trying to look and see what he doing. This man is in the same position, bro. He's sitting Indian style, staring directly at the wall. When I look down, I'm looking at the back of his head. And I don't know, bro, I still remember that shit to this day. I feel like I just got nervous all over again talking about this shit. The day going on, so lunchtime come. You hear all the pop, pop, pop. You hear the metal slapping against the thing. The metal slapping against metal, that's the officers coming through feeding the trays or whatever. So when they make it to our room and they slide the tray through, they gave us the styrofoam trays this time. He lifted it up, and the second he lifted it up, he looked at it, he stared at it for a while, and he reached and grabbed the other one. He was like, you want mine? I was like, what is it? He was like, bologna and cheese. I was like, you don't want it? He was like, that's the last meal me and my brother ate before he was killed right in front of me. So I was like, all right, I'll take it, bro. 'Cause I know that shit might bring back certain type of memories or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? He handed me the trays, and when I reached and grabbed it, he said, even though I was the one that killed him, I just, it's just memories of him. He was a good brother. Straight face, bro. No breaking eye contact or nothing. He sit back down on the bed. Now, nigga, I don't want the tray. I feel like that bitch possessed or something. I feel like that bitch possessed. If I eat that bitch, oh no, you might feel like I had the meal your brother has, and you gotta do it to me. He said, I don't know. I don't want it. But that bitch sure was good and I was hungry, so I ate it anyway, but I didn't want it. So he get back on the bed, so I'm sitting here eating the 2 bologna sandwiches, and I'm like, fuck, did this nigga just tell me he killed his brother? Like, what the fuck? He just said it so casual as if that's the norm, nigga. Like, that's what you supposed to do or something. Like, he did the right thing or something. That's how that nigga talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? So after I eat, I get up, put the trays down on the floor over there by the door, by the corner, so when they come with the trash bag, you can just throw it out the flap and they catch it in the bag. He was laying down this time. He was laying on his side, but still facing the wall. He was moving his toes. Sometimes people do that just to show a nigga, I'm woke, don't try no funny shit. So I hopped back on the rack. I laid straight back. I'm about to try to take me another nap. But that shit, I just couldn't get it off my mind. So I said, hey, Marcus. He said, yeah. I said, let me ask you a question if you don't mind, bro. If it's going too deep, you ain't even got to answer. He was like, sure, man, I'm an open book. I said, why the hell you kill your brother, folk? And then he was quiet for a while. He said, well, my mom was murdered and Me and my brothers were the only ones in the house. So I know for a fact he had to be responsible for it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I understand. So then he got back quiet. Now, I'm not, of course, condoning killing nobody, especially not your family. But that makes sense. If your brother killed your mama and then you killed your brother, then shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I get it. I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, nigga, that's Mom Dukes. Why would you do that, stupid ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? I really get it. So I'm like, okay, maybe folks ain't, maybe that shit just fucked it with him and, you know, he, whatever the case is. So I'm kind of dozing off, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm dozing off, getting into a good doze off, he say, in a lower voice, he say, but I mean, at the end of the day, my brother not the one that killed my mom, but we were the only ones in the house. So now I'm like, hold the fuck up, bro. What's going on here, G? You know, I didn't say nothing immediately, but I was just thinking like, what's going on here, bro? Before I could ask him what you mean, because that was the immediate question coming next, even though I feel as if I fully understood what he meant, that was the next question. Bro, what you mean by that? That nigga said, and it wasn't even at the same time, it was a day apart. My brother actually wasn't even in town. He was driving down from Michigan, getting ready to come to the family house or some shit like that. But by the time he got there, my mama was already dead. She was dead for a whole night. He said, I laid next to her body for the whole night. You know what I'm saying? So I still was able to spend time with her, but it just something got to do with the way her body looked, like the stillness of a dead body. Like when you looking at a dead body, when you see the skin start to turn, you know, and it's an odor come from it. He was like, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. But when my brother got there, you know, he was asking, where's mom and stuff like that. And I told him she was getting ready to come down. He had a seat on the couch. He was just like, you know, one poke is all it took. And then I sat there, I went and grabbed a deck of cards while my brother's body was sitting straight up on the couch. And I played our favorite game of solitaire for hours right there and just looking at him and stuff like that. At this point, I'm officially creeped the fuck out. I'm like, oh, no, my boy, we ain't finna do this. So you hear, say LT, it's my boy Ro. So when the lieutenant come in there, of course, that's the OIC. I told y'all OIC before means officer in charge. They gotta come through and sign your chart every day and every night. The day shift gotta do it, night shift gotta do it. And clearly the day shift fucked up yesterday. So she like, what, boy? He like, man, I ain't even got no DR, man. Me and my boy Bill here, we ain't even got no DR, man. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna check into it. Just quit all that yelling. Holler at me when I get to your door. Now, whenever you go to the hole and they don't write a DR, which is a part of the SOP, standard operating procedure, usually if a supervisor look into it and they see you don't have a DR, they won't make you do the whole 30 days. They'll let you get out that same day because whoever sent you to the hole clearly fucked up. And I mean, that's something they did. That's just like if I go to court and the court reporter or whoever typing fuck up my paperwork, I could beat the charge because y'all did something wrong. So she get all the way down here. You got niggas trying to talk to her at every single door. LT, man, I've been in the hole 26 days. LT, man, I ain't even did shit, LT. So she get all the way down here. And when she get to this door, she say, I know motherfucking well there ain't 2 charts on this door. So she look, she said, hey, she started hitting the glass. She said, how many people in there? She looking, you know, the glass be all scratched up and shit. So I get up, I go to the door. I say, 2. She said, ain't no fucking way. She said, your last name Bill? She said, my real last name. I said, yeah. She said, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So I'm like, what the hell going on, LT? And then she grabbed her radio. She said, such and such, Deputy Warden of Security. So he go back, he say, go ahead. She said, I'm down here in H building. I'm looking at these damn charts. They got inmate Bill, such, 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 such. She say my whole name, my GDC number. They got inmate Bill in the damn room with such and such, 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 such. She say his real name and his GDC number. The Deputy Warden of Security said, this nigga didn't use no codes. He was strictly sounded damn nervous as me. The man said on the radio, "Get Bill the fuck out that room right now. I need all units They got 2 or more in the dorm. I need one of them. I need one of each one of y'all down the H building right now. Right now." So now I'm like, hold the fuck up now. What? So the lady like, "Bill, you got to come on about the room. Put your hands through the things and cuff up." Immediately when she say that, bro, the nigga Marcus jumps up, runs to the door. I scoot over. He like, why y'all taking him out the room? Why the fuck y'all always do this? Bro, this nigga voice was always soft-spoken. He ain't never got loud. Now this nigga get loud, sound like a fucking giant stuck in his throat screaming. Why the fuck y'all about to take him out of here, bro? Why y'all finna do that? Every time I try to make a friend, y'all always do this shit. She said, "Hey man, put your hands through the thing and cuff up. You know what the hell you did and what you be doing. Put your hands through the thing and cuff up." So he was like, "Man, why the fuck? I can't never even have a fucking friend, bro. Y'all judge a nigga so bad off of his past. Y'all won't even let me make a good friend, bro." She said, "So why the fuck you ain't make a friend with the boy down there at Telfair that you just killed in that fucking cell not even a week ago? That was your friend, ain't it?" And he said, "He wasn't my friend." Fuck the friend part. What the hell you just said? He killed somebody in the cell a week ago. Oh, this nigga a serial killer. Yeah, that's what he is. And bruh, I promise you, bro, I was about to hit this nigga in his face just to force them to open that door and start spraying that spray. But once that door opened, at least I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But my hands started shaking. And I'm watching him yell at this lady. He's literally swinging reach away from me. And I'm looking at the nigga, my hands started shaking, bro. Cause it's just all this murder shit, killing people and stuff. That shit just took my mind somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just need to hit his ass. So she was like, "Bill, he ain't gonna cuff up. You stick your hand through this flap and cuff up real quick." And then you heard the door pop. You see like 6 officers, 2 CERT team and the deputy warden and security running down here. So as soon as he was running up, he said, "Who the fuck put him in this cell?" So she told him the officer name who on the chart who was working yesterday, but he was off today. And he was like, "Yeah, his ass in hot water." And then he jumped over the rail and came up to the door. He said, "Bill, hey, y'all need to cuff up. One of y'all cuff up. Y'all can't be in the room. Y'all can't be in the room." And then he said, "Come on, Dep. Y'all always doing this. I can't even make a good friend, bro." He said, "Hey, man, you know your situation? That was an accident. You know damn well you can't have no roommate." But that man ran over there to the mattress, like ripped the top part of the mattress with his teeth. So when he run over there and doing that, the deputy warden of security tell me, "Bill, hurry up, cuff up, so we can spray the shit out this boy. Hurry up and cuff up." So I'm like, hold the fuck up now. I'm not about to cuff up, nigga. I don't know what the fuck going. He like, "Man, the quicker you cuff up, I can open this door." I said, "Well, nigga, you the one with the taser and the spray. You need to get to opening this motherfucker." At that point, I didn't care. I'm saying this right in front of Marcus. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga ripped that mat open with his teeth and pulled 2 gold rods out. Gold rods are a golden piece that's originally in the shower. These are the most dangerous, the most lethal because it don't got no grip on it like a screw. It's like a big ass nail with a super sharp tip, bro. When I saw them 2 gold rods, my heart started beating, bro. I promise you, I said, bro, I'm about to have to fight for my life, bro. So when he grabbed the 2 gold rods out, the deputy warden of security was like, "Bill, step over. And he stuck the can of pepper spray in the room. So I stepped over to the side. He said, "You better look up my file. You know I don't care nothing about no fucking pepper spray. He not leaving out this room. I'll kill him before I let y'all take him from me. I'll kill him before I let y'all take him from me." So I'm like, whoa, the fuck, whoa. You gonna kill, oh hell no, Dep, please take me from this motherfucker. He kept saying he can't open the door unless somebody cuff up, or whatever the case is. So bro was just still back there spazzing. Then he went to talking about his family. "I killed my mama because that pussy shit. I killed my brother because that pussy shit. I killed my next door neighbor because that pussy shit. And that's why I killed that bitch ass nigga at Telfair in the cell because he was on that pussy shit. That same pussy shit y'all on." And the man looked me in my eyes and said, "See, Bill, bro, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going no motherfucking where." With 2 of these big ass knives in his hand. So keep in mind, I'm over here by the front door. He's like closer towards the back of the cell. Bro, I'm just like, bro, I started praying and shit. I was like, damn, I should have been whooped this nigga ass before. I even seen him start chewing into the damn mat like a piranha. Now, whenever you don't cuff up, when y'all refuse, that's when they gotta go get the camera because they can use lethal force, deadly force, whatever it's called. And they gotta have it recorded just in case you die. They got to prove that they gave y'all the opportunity. So he said, the lieutenant was like, hey, this is, no, not the lieutenant, the deputy warden. He said, this deputy warden, such and such, of such and such prison. It is now such and such 100 o'clock. You know how they say that military timing. Right now we outside of the such and such cell. Inmate such and such, he has a such and such something file where he's not to be around no other inmates. One of my officers made a mistake, put him in here yesterday. I'm gonna instruct the inmates this last time for y'all on camera to cuff up, and if not, we're gonna use force. Right when he say that, you got like 4 other officers running in there. They girls though, but they got the big shield bodysuit shit. So they come running. Deputy warden like, hurry up, hurry up. So dudes start crying, screaming, talking about this gonna be his last day on earth, all kind of crazy shit like that. Man, I think I felt a little tinkle of piss come out. I was like, oh, fuck no. They threw the things over the things, and the officers that was with him, they put one on. The deputy warden of security put one on. He said, inmate, Bill. I said, yes, sir. He said, this is my last time telling you to cuff up, put your hands out the flap. I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm not doing that. He said, inmate such and such, come cuff up. This is my last time telling you, put your hands out the flap. And he said, you know I ain't cuffing up. You know the only way I'm coming out this bitch is in the body bag. You know this. I don't reach my point. Y'all talk about y'all gonna give me the fucking death penalty. Why the fuck I ain't on high max? Why y'all ain't giving it to me yet? And the deputy warden of security said, we're now gonna use force. He told one of the officers, insert the can. They had this big ass black can of OC spray. He shook it up. He stuck his arm in the flap. I'm like, oh my goodness, because I'm right here by it. Even though I'm kind of on the side, that's what's better for me. But bro, that shit finna tear this room apart, bro. And that man, that dude said, if you spray me, I'ma kill him. He's not leaving out this room alive. If you spray me, I'ma kill him. And the deputy warden of security stuck his arm, no, not deputy warden of security, it was the sergeant. He stuck his arm in the flap with that big ass yellow taser. And he had it pointed on dude. And he said, if you spray me, if you tase me, I'ma kill him. He not leaving out this room. I'ma kill him. And they let that spray off. Soon they let the spray off. I'm like this, but I can't close my eyes, bro, 'cause I gotta watch this nigga. He talking too crazy. And it looked like he was lunging, getting ready to come this way. And then you heard taser, some shit, whatever, pop, and it popped. And bro, that nigga was looking straight at me, running through the spray like it wasn't shit. Well, he was trying to at least. And when that shit did that, bro, that nigga body did like this. He fell there, immediately snatched the door open. I watched this nigga fall in the steel part of the toilet. That nigga hit his head straight on that shit. Pop. You heard a little sound. I think that nigga, you heard cracking and shit in his neck. Immediately, they snatched the door open. I'm coughing and choking. They snatched me out, slung me over, ran in, immediately kicked the knives away from him and handcuffed him and brought him out, bro. And I never seen of him or heard of him again after that. I think he died, though. I think either from the head or I'm more than sure his neck broke. Either from his neck breaking or from his head shit. I'm more than sure that he died. He passed away. And bro, that's the story when I found out my roommate was a serial killer, bro. And it just be little stuff like that. Like it might not even be no big gangster bully nigga. It might not be no nigga named Big Bubba trying to grape you or do no freaky shit to you, bro. It could be some crazy calm, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's just best to try to the best of your ability, stay up out of that shit. It's your boy Bill, I'm gone.